Hi, everybody. Today is Thursday, the 14th of November, 2013, and this is Brian Shannon from alphatrends.net. I'm going to be out of the office on Friday, so figured I would do an end of day video today and post it to YouTube. Take a look at where these markets are. Since last week when I posted, this market has held up above the key levels that we've been looking for, and we identified 120, 151.25 to 151.50 as a key level. We've been saying that as long as the key levels of support hold, that the market remains innocent till proven guilty, and that the buyers get the benefit of the doubt. Now we want to look at this market and still see in the S&P 500. I think that same level, 151 and a quarter to 151 and a half. As long as we hold above that, we do still give the benefit of the doubt to the buyers and assume that it's innocent till proven guilty. We've had a pretty decent rally here, obviously, and keep an eye on this trend line next week as well. It kind of comes in together with that same area. For the Nasdaq, we've got this market. What we wanted to see hold is holding so far, which is we had the breakout beyond this range of 66.15 to $67.80, 67.50. Anyways, the 67.50 to 67.80 was the prior important level of resistance, and we wanted to see that hold. So far, if we hold Friday, it seems as though the market has done that, and it should be able to continue to add to these gains as long as it remains above that 67.50 to 67.80 area. It has been a level that's been fought this week, but so far the buyers do continue to take the advantage and remain in control. For the Russell 2000, we've got a great uptrend in here, and again, you can't look at it and say the market's up too much or try to short because of personal beliefs. The fact is, we still have higher highs and higher lows. We were talking about 89.50 being important. Now I think that the key level going forward from here is about $90.75 to $91. As long as we remain above that level, then we continue to say the buyers have control of this market and that the momentum is higher. It doesn't mean that you buy on these highs. You look for your low risk entry points in the stocks that have pulled back, and then once they begin to rally once again, it's always about risk management. And again, we ask ourselves, where does the market come from? It's had a big rally. Where does it have the potential to go before it's likely to find resistance? Well, in the Russell 2000, we're at all-time highs, so there's no natural source of supply that is prior buyers looking to get out at break even. So if we saw a pullback down towards this level, it would maybe indicate a little bit of near-term neutrality, but it certainly wouldn't change the market to bearish. That's not the way that it typically operates. It would be a reason to say, okay, let's reassess some of our holdings, or intermediate term holdings, and see if the market can once again find support in here, or if we're going to see a deeper pullback. But until it does that, it remains innocent till proven guilty. Same thing goes for these semiconductors. We talked about $34.60 being the key last week, and obviously since we've broken out and held above this $35.20 level, this is going to be the key level in here. $35.20 to $35.30 is the key level that if this market pulls back down to, we want to see it catch some support in that area. If it breaks down through it, then we get a little bit more defensive. The semiconductors are still rallying up towards those highs from last year and look like they're being magnetized towards that level. The financials, again, look at the weekly chart, you look at the monthly time frame, we've still got room probably up till about $20 a share. As I've said, I don't think it's going to happen on this run, but it may, because we continue to say that the important levels 1730, then 1745, and now this week I think we want to say going forward that as long as we hold above $17.60 to 65 cents, that this should be our key level of support for the financials, that we still have higher highs and higher lows if we hold above that, and otherwise we would begin to turn a little bit more neutral. It wouldn't be time to turn bearish. It would be time to turn a little bit more neutral, listen to the message of the market and say, is it in fact giving us a reason to actually turn bearish? And there's nothing here indicating that, but we always have to have our guard up. As we know, Apple was the big winner for several years, and it still continues to struggle in here. If you look at the 30-minute time frame of Apple, It's trying to find some support at what had been a little bit of resistance since that gap down on the earnings, and the volume weighted average price since that is still down at about 430. So I'm sorry, 460. So Apple, I think, could continue to drop down to 460 as it stabilizes. I think there's just a lot better opportunities out there for your money, including Google, which is up at all-time highs here. So Google, the stocks that hit new highs continue to hit new highs. But it's not, is this market is strong. You look at today, there were a couple of momentum disasters, including Whole Foods, which had gapped down and it continued down towards the low end of the day. And now a stock like Whole Foods is looking like perhaps it's in need of further correction from here. Ulta is another one that's been a giant momentum name over the last couple of years. It's really undergone some distribution, you could argue, over the last 6 months or so, and this one imploded on earnings as well. So we still see that there's opportunities on both sides of the market, but the path of least resistance for the overall market continues to be higher. The bulls remain in control, so you have to always keep your guard up and be cautious. Don't let sloppy habits form in a market like this. This is the type of market where people expect, well, a stock will always come back. They become complacent and allow their losers to go a little bit further against them, and then they kind of get stuck with them. So I hope everyone enjoys the long weekend. As I said, I'm going to make it a 4-day one for myself, and I'll talk to you next week. Thanks for tuning in.